Hey guys, if you're looking for a fun, full body yoga routine to lose weight, this is it. We're gonna burn fat, we're gonna build muscle, we're gonna tone your muscles in this quick little 15-minute power yoga workout. No yoga experience required. We're gonna start slow and build up from there. It's gonna be a lot of fun and it'll be over before you know it. So give yourself these 15 minutes and you'll thank yourself when you're finished. No equipment required. We're gonna get started on the ground. First exercise is for your core. We're gonna make sure that you're nice and warmed up so you don't have any joint pain or get injured as you're doing this. Bring your knees over your hips, bring your right leg straight forward, press the heel forward, and then squeeze your left knee in toward your chest. Bring your arms out in front of you and lift your shoulders off the ground as high as you can for 30 seconds. As you're here, squeeze your knee in as tight as you can and press your right leg as far away from you as you can. You want to feel your abs and your hips working here. Squeeze your thighs. You've only got 10 more seconds. Give it your all. Guys, you can do this. This is a quick workout. Stick with me. Do your best. Take breaks as needed. Now switch sides. Bring your right knee in. Press your left foot out. Keep your shoulders up high. Squeeze your knee in a little bit tighter. Lift higher if you want to make this more challenging. Again, only 30 seconds here. And we want to get those muscles burning. That's what's going to help you burn fat. The more muscle you can build, the more fat you will burn when you're doing nothing. So work on building the muscle. Work on feeling those muscles working. Last 10 seconds here. Again, a lot of fun movements in this workout. Guys, stick with me. You're going to learn some fun ones. We're going to have fun while we're doing this too. All right, and then relax. Plant your feet down in front of your hips, squeeze your glutes, drive your hips up, coming into a bridge. Now I want you to squeeze your butt as much as you can. Pull your shoulders forward using your feet. Make sure your knees are squeezing toward one another. And then from here, we're gonna do some hip thrusts. So you're gonna bring your hips down slightly, and then exhale to drive your hips up. Inhale down, exhale, drive up. We're gonna do 25 of these. Go at your own pace. Try to make each one stronger than the last. So we're making sure we're pressing down evenly through your feet. You're feeling your butt working. You're not using your back too much. You want to make sure you're squeezing your abs as you drive up. And this is really important, especially if you sit a lot during the day because your butt muscles get lazy. So this is important to make sure your butt, your glutes are turned on. That way, there's less stress in the back, less stress in the knees. We get a better workout, you'll build more muscle, and you'll lose more fat. That's how it works. All right, we got about 10 more to go here. Keep this up. Hopefully, you're feeling the muscles burning. Again, that's what we want. We want those muscles to get tired. That's what helps us build more muscle. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and release down. All right, guys, from here we're going to move into a plank. So plant the hands under the shoulders. Make sure your toes are tucked. Lift your belly button up and look slightly forward. To make this more challenging, squeeze your hands and your feet toward one another. Make sure your hips aren't sagging here. Keep your belly button up. This first portion of the workout, we're going to focus on some holds. So make sure that your muscles are strong. Make sure you've got good technique. And then we're going to go into some faster motions, some more movement-based exercises as the workout progresses. Again, lots of fun stuff here. Stick with me. From here, we're going to move into a side plank. Plant your left hand. Stack your left shoulder on your left hand. Stack the right shoulder on the left shoulder. Reach your right arm up if you can. Drive the hips up as high as possible. If you're having difficulty there, you can bring your knees down. You can also stagger your stance so you're resting on the sides of both feet. Keep your hips up. Make sure the hips and shoulders are facing out. Last 10 seconds here. Try to keep your breathing controlled. That's going to help you hold the poses for a longer time, build more strength. That's what we want to get out of this workout, building strength, because that's going to help you burn fat. All right, release and switch sides. Plant your right hand. Bring your right shoulder on top of your right hand. Stack your left shoulder on the right shoulder. Drive your hips up. Again, you can pick your knees down if that's easier for you. You can also stagger the stance, or you can stack your feet. We're almost halfway through this exercise. See if you can control your breathing. Again, that's going to help you with this workout. And again, we are going to make these movements a little more dynamic, a little more fun as this workout progresses. It's all going to make sense once we start going through it. 5 more seconds. All right, plant in your hands. Now from here, take it down to a forearm plank. So forearms parallel to one another. Shoulders are going to be somewhere above the elbows, between the wrists and the elbows. Belly button is going to be up. So you're not actually straight back here. You want your belly button lifted above your hips here slightly. Hug the elbows toward one another. Belly button up. Hug your elbows and your feet toward one another for more of a challenge. Last 10 seconds. Squeeze your thighs. It's a full body exercise. Get everything involved. 3, 2, 1. Now go to a left forearm plank. So plant your left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. You're going to stack your shoulders on that elbow, drive the hips up. Again, you can bring the knees down. You can stagger your stance or stack your feet. Do whatever one challenges you, but is manageable. Get the hips up. Make sure your hips are facing out. You're going to feel a lot of oblique working here. That's good. That's going to help support your back and also tone those muscles in your sides. One more breath here. Now switch sides. Plant your right forearm. Roll to your right side. Stack your hips. Make sure they're facing directly to the outside and that left hip isn't rolling back. Extend your left arm up as you can. Try to keep your breathing controlled. Focus on that technique. Focus on squeezing your thighs, driving your hips up, feeling your right oblique working. You're also going to feel the muscles in your shoulders and your upper back working here. One more breath. All right, then go ahead and plant your hands, moving into a plank. And then I want you to step your right foot between your hands, coming into a runner's lunge, and hover your hands off the ground. So we're going to keep your feet here for 30 seconds. Hug your legs toward one another. So my right foot squeezes back, left foot squeezes forward. That's going to get my thighs, my inner thighs working, and my abs working. Remember, part of this workout, we want to focus on building muscle. That's what's going to help us lose weight. Pull the chest forward and up. Make sure your back is flat. Allow your weight to sink down. One more breath here. Now with control, come into a high lunge. Lift your arms overhead. Squeeze them back as far as they'll go. Shoulder stack on top of the hips. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose. You're going to feel some stretching through your left hip flexors here. We want the legs to be working, so really squeeze the thighs. Think about lifting your ribs away from your hips so your core can work harder. Just one more breath here. And then from here, take it into an airplane. You're going to bring your arms along your sides, palms facing back. Lean forward, press down through your right foot. Point your left toes back. Pull your chest forward. If you need some help with balance here, you can bring your hands to the ground and bend your knees. If you have a yoga block, you can put that yoga block in front of you. If you're newer to this, don't go as far forward. Try to keep a straight line from your back toes through your head. And then as you get more flexible, hinging more, coming more into a T shape. Focus on a non-moving point, a few feet in front of your mat, or straight down at the ground. Just make sure you're not looking behind you. 5 seconds to go. Really squeeze your thighs, point the toes, lengthen. And now coming up into a one-leg balance, standing on your right foot, bringing your left knee up, bring your arms overhead, into Y arms, and then squeezing your arms back so you feel your upper back and your shoulders working. You might wobble a little bit here. That's okay. That's part of balancing. If you did this the first time and you didn't wobble or fall at all, that's great. But if you're new, then you're probably going to wobble. You're probably going to fall. That's okay. Just jump back into it slowly, and you'll get better with practice. The more you can do this stuff, if you can do this stuff 3 times per week, you're going to get better at these movements. You're also going to start to notice results. You got to be consistent. All right. And then go ahead and set your left foot down. You made it through one side. Let's do the other side. One more time. Big step back with your right foot now. Coming into a runner's lunge. Knee is over the ankle and the front foot. Squeeze your back thigh. Hands hover off the ground. If you need to, you can rest your hands on the ground, but make sure you're not rounding your back. Try to keep your back flat. And if you can, remember, hands come off the ground. Make this more challenging. Only 30 seconds here. So you've got about 10 more seconds to go here. Keep squeezing your thighs. Keep pulling your chest forward. Keep squeezing your abs. This muscle engagement aspect, again, this is really going to help with building muscle, and that's what's going to help with burning fat. So try your hardest here. Don't just mirror me. Actually do what I'm saying. And then lift your arms up into a high lunge. Squeeze your arms back. Allow your hips to sink down. Try to keep your back flat here. Don't let it arch. Squeeze your back thigh. Squeeze your glute. Get your glutes, get your thighs working. Again, breathing in and out of the nose. 30 seconds. One other aspect of weight loss is mindfulness. When you start to focus on your body, when you focus on the proper technique, you start to make better decisions. You start to ask yourself, am I really hungry or am I just stressed? So yoga is really cool because we're working on building muscle and burning fat. But we're also going to help you make decisions that lead to weight loss. All right, from here into that airplane pose. Lean forward, push down through your left foot, point the toes, lengthen your body, press your palms up. Breathe in and out of your nose. Keep it controlled. Focus on a non-moving point somewhere in your gaze. So pick a specific spot on the ground to help you balance. Make sure you're using your right leg here. Stay focused. Focus on your body. Focus on your breathing. One more breath in this position. All right. Now bring your knee up to hip level. Standing here, just 30 seconds. Bring your arms up into a Y. Squeeze your arms back. In and out of the nose. Just 30 seconds here. Get as tall, get as big as you can. One more breath. All right. Now release your foot down. Okay, now the fun part. We're going to take it up a notch. Do your best, follow along. Guys, this will only take a couple minutes, but it's going to be fun. We're going to go down into a plank. Go ahead and lower all the way down into your chest. Bring your arms out in front of you. Do a row. Squeeze your elbows back, lift your chest. Plant your hands, come into a plank, push back up. Side plank on your left hand. Roll back the shoulder, hand to your right hip. Drive your hip up 5 times. Hip thrust, 5 total, that's it. Now plant your hands. Step into a squat. The middle of the mat, toes face out, drop your butt down, and you're gonna pulse 20 times here, okay? So dropping your butt down, coming up slightly, 20 times. Just really quick, slow pulses like you see me doing here. Going up to 20. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now plant your hands. Step to a side plank again. Plant your right hand this time. Roll back your left shoulder. Hand to your hip. Drive up 5 times. Side plank with the pulse. All right, plant your hand again. Coming to a plank. Lower yourself down. Do your row, arm out. Squeeze it back, lift your chest. Plant your hand, push up. Side plank left hand. Plant the hand, roll back the shoulder. 5 pulses. All right, and then plant your hands. Step to a deep squat. 20 pulses here, just nice and quick. Try to keep your heels down. Challenge your lower body strength here. Drive the knees out, keep your chest up. Maybe you don't go as low if you're new or not as flexible yet. 10 more to go. All right, plant the hands. Side plank on your right hand. Roll back the left shoulder. 5 pulses. All right, plant the hands. One more here. Lower down. Do your row. Push up. All right. Guys, you want to do that a few more times, go for it. Just rewind. You can do probably 10 of those if you want to make this workout a little bit longer, have some more fun, or if you remember how to do it again. If you're looking for more workouts like this, we just put out a muscle building yoga weight loss workout last week here on the YouTube channel. Click here to check that out. We've also got more of these workouts coming out. Tuesdays at 9 a.m. We have at least 2 more workouts in this series coming, and then many more after that. So turn on notifications, subscribe so that you don't miss out on those. Like the video, leave a comment if you have some feedback, and I look forward to seeing you guys on another video soon. Thanks.